Hello my fellow Fujoshis, this is BL Fan Edits and I hope you are all having a wonderful day so far. Today I'm coming at you with a video of 12 BL dramas where bottoms play hard to get. This is a list of BL dramas which involve a lot of chasing around and courting by the top and the bottom being very strong-willed and not giving in to the top's desires. So this is just a fun list and not meant to be taken seriously. So without further ado, let's get started. You all guessed it right. Number 1 position goes to Type from Tharn Type. Type not only plays hard to get in the beginning, he is also a huge homophobe and hates gays. He is so hateful towards Tharn that he does everything in his power to kick Tharn out of his room. When Type gets to know that Tharn took care of him when he fell sick, his heart softens and he gets confused about his feelings for Tharn. For a while, Type keeps playing ping pong with Tharn's emotions by having mindless sex with him and also keeping a girlfriend on the side. However, Type slowly develops feelings for Tharn and his internalized homophobia begins to fade away. On his journey of self-acceptance, Type comes to love and care for Tharn deeply and sacrifices a lot for him. Number 2 position goes to Kit from 2 Moons 2. Kit is a medical student who is a senior of Ming, who is an engineering student. Ming fell in love at first sight. However, Kit is reluctant because Ming is a university moon and has a history of dating girls and dumping them. Kit is afraid that if he falls for Ming, he will get his heart broken in the end. Kit even goes as far as to pretend that him and Beam were boyfriends in order to make Ming stay away from him. But Ming's persistence won Kit's heart. He would miss Ming when he didn't show up to his faculty and get angry when Ming wouldn't pay attention to him. In the end, Kit let his guard down in front of Ming and admitted that he was tired of pretending to be tough in front of him. Number 3 is Kit from Gen Y the series. Kit is a medical student who aims to become a doctor. He couldn't care less about a pesky engineering student, Mark, who keeps following him around like a lost puppy. Mark is handsome and has girls dying for his attention, but Mark only has eyes for Kit. At first, Kit finds Mark annoying and disrespectful, but as Mark's advances become more and more bold, Kit found himself longing for Mark's affection and attention. Kit gets jealous when he sees Mark with other girls, but instead of showing his jealousy, he covers it with anger towards Mark. But Mark is patient with Kit and always showers him with kisses and affection. In the end, Kit realizes his feelings for Mark and they become boyfriends forever. Number 4 is Tutor from YRU. Fighter is in love with Tutor since the first year of college. However, he thinks that Tutor has feelings for his friend Fa, so Fighter asks Fa to be his girlfriend to stay close to Tutor. He keeps teasing and flirting with Tutor but is afraid to show his true emotions to him. Tutor would always dodge Fighter's advances and not let him get close, but there was an internal conflict going on in Tutor's heart. He had a strong physical attraction towards Fighter and it would get very difficult to control himself whenever him and Fighter were close. Tutor began avoiding Fighter but the heart wants what it wants. Slowly but surely, Tutor came around and accepted his feelings for Fighter. As for Fighter, he admitted that he was never unsure about his feelings for Tutor but he was waiting for Tutor to accept him. Number 5 is Shui from We Best Love. Shui has spent his entire life being second best thanks to Gao Shede. Since middle school, no matter what they competed in, Shede always managed to beat Shui. Wherever Shui went, Shede was there, competing and winning against him. As a result, Shui has developed a hatred towards Shede. But the reason why Shede is always around Shui is very different. Shede has loved Shui since their childhood. However, Shui has always seen Shede as a competitor and as an enemy. Shui is feisty and impulsive while Shide is calm and patient. Shide manages to come close to Shui by pretending to be his boyfriend in order for him to save face in front of his friends. Shui finally sees a loving and caring side of Shede and realizes that he has been wrong about Shede all along. Number 5 is Bai Lou Yin from Addicted. Bai Lou Yin is a stubborn and introvert genius who likes to sleep through his classes but still manage to come on top of his school every single time. He lives a simple life with his loving father and grandmother. Bai Lou Yin likes to keep his thoughts and feelings to himself and rarely reveal his true self in front of people. Lou Yin's life changes when he meets hot and reckless Gu He, a typical embodiment of a rich spoiled brat. Gu He is impulsive with his decisions and falls in love with Lou Yin hard and fast. Lou Yin and Gu He play a cat and mouse game where Gu He does everything in his power to get close to Lou Yin while Lou Yin does everything to avoid him. Although both Gu He and Lou Yin are stubborn and hot-headed, they can't stay away from each other. Lou Yin realizes his feelings for Gu He when they had to split when they found out that they were stepbrothers. Slowly and steadily, Lou Yin's feelings grow and he ends up loving Gu He more than he could have ever imagined. Number 6 is Jiwoo from To My Star. Jiwoo is an uptight chef who puts on a cold, distant exterior in order to protect himself from heartbreak and abandonment. Jiwoo is carrying the weight of the world and is getting worn out day by day. Sojun enters his life and his world changes. Sojun is a superstar celebrity. He is bright, cheerful and straightforward. He wears his heart on his sleeves. Sojun comes as a light to Jiwoo's darkness. But as Sojun and Jiwoo's friendship grows, Jiwoo becomes anxiety-ridden. He is afraid of the inequality between their worlds and that inequality may make Sojun go away from him. So he ignores Sojun's advances but also gets jealous when Sojun pays attention to another man. Jiwoo deliberately says hurtful words to Sojun so that Sojun leaves him, but at the same time he knows that his world will collapse if he doesn't have Sojun by his side. In the end, Sojun's unconditional love and understanding breaks Jiwoo's walls and Jiwoo is able to accept Sojun as his lifelong love. Number 7 is Shingxi from History 4 Close to You. Shingxi is a warm and caring man who brings joy to people around him. He is always attentive to other people's feelings and regarded as one of the most respected and admired people in the office. He has a stepbrother, Fu Young-jae, who he is not related to by blood. Young-jae is the opposite of Shingxi. He is cold and indifferent. He also has an obsession towards his older brother, Shingxi. Shingxi has always spoiled his younger brother, Young-jae, and never thought of him as something else. However, Young-jae has loved Shingxi since they were children. At first, it was really hard for Shingxi to accept the fact that Young-jae could be anything else to Shingxi except his brother. Shingxi's gentleness and love towards his younger brother won Young-jae's heart, and he is the only person in the world that Young-jae trusts with his emotions. But for Shingxi, it's hard to deviate from his feelings of brotherly love to romantic love. With Young-jae's persistence and his unwavering love towards Shingxi, Shingxi is able to see Young-jae in a new light. Young-jae helped Shingxi come out to his father and accept their relationship. Ultimately, Shingxi and Young-jae were fated to love each other. Number 8 is Lee Jae-gang from Make Our Days Count. Lee Jae-gang is a charming and handsome man who owns a cafe in the city. He frequents at this gym which is owned by the cousin of son Bo Xiang. Bo Xiang is a high schooler and works at his cousin's gym part-time. There he meets Zi Gang and instantly falls in love with him. Bo Xiang is a loud and impulsive teenager who is very passionate about his love for Zi Gang. However, Zi Gang is wary of Bo Xiang's advances as he has a bad history when it comes to romantic relationships. Zi Gang has always been abandoned by his lovers and can no longer trust anyone. He is also worried about the 12-year age gap between them, so he doesn't let Bo Xiang get close to him and treats him like a kid. However, Bo Xiang's single-minded chase of Lee Jae-gang and his unwavering heart gave Zi Gang the confidence he needed to accept Bo Xiang's love and stay with him forever. Number 9 is Yoshi-gu from Make Our Days Count. Yoshi-gu is a bookworm whose only goal is to get into a good university and come out of his poor upbringing. He's an orphan and has never known love, so he stays aloof and only focuses on getting a scholarship to go to a well-known university. Whereas Xiang Hao Ting is a carefree boy who comes from a well-off family. He has never faced any difficulties in life like Yu Shigu. When Yu Shigu and Xiang Hao Ting's path collide, a fire ignites within Hao Ting. A carefree boy whose life was all about partying and fun suddenly starts caring for Yu Shigu, who seemed aloof and vulnerable. Yu Shigu, on the other hand, is troubled by the sudden entry of a popular guy in his life. All Shigu wants is to live a quiet life and focus on his studies. So Shigu avoids Hao Ting as much as he can, but Hao Ting has this unique ability of bringing Shigu out of his shell and melt his heart. Slowly but surely, Shigu starts caring about Hao Ting as much as Hao Ting cares about Shigu, and their souls unite. Shigu finds his lost smile in Hao Ting, and Hao Ting finds his solace in Shigu. Number 11 is Cairo from Gameboys. Cairo is a popular video game streamer who is cute and endearing. He is also emotionally guarded as a young adult and is struggling to come to terms with his identity. Gabriel is a handsome and charming young man who has a crush on Cairo. He joins Cairo's live stream one day. Their friendship starts with innocent banter and harmless flirtation from Gav's side. Gav is a confident young boy who is not afraid to voice out his emotions and is totally comfortable in his skin. On the other hand, Cairo is struggling with his sexuality and spends his time online making friends in order to figure himself out. At first, Gav's daring advances flusters Cairo and he dodges all of Gav's moves on him. However, once Cairo confronts his true emotions, he is able to come out to himself first and then to his family with the support of his loving boyfriend Gav. Number 12 is Ram from My Engineer. Ram is a quiet and shy guy who only likes to interact with people he's close to. Although with his foreigner looks and handsome face, he quickly becomes the center of attention wherever he goes. Ram hates being the main attraction and has a reserved personality. King, on the other hand, is a polar opposite of Ram. He is loud and outgoing, sweet and caring. King loves making new friends and having new experiences. When King saw Ram for the first time, he fell in love. Ram did not talk, but still King understood him. Ram found himself opening up to King and it surprised him because he would never normally open up to strangers. Ram would share things with King that he could not even share with his own friends. Although King never obviously stated that he loved Ram, his actions showed Ram how much he cared for him. Ram slowly accepted King into his world and they formed an unspoken bond with each other. We saw their relationship just starting to develop in season 1, so I'm eagerly waiting for season 2 to come out and hoping that more focus is shown on the development of Ram and King's relationship. So this was a list of 12 BLs where bottoms play hard to get. Let me know in the comment section which BLs you've seen from this list. And if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. I will see you all in my next video. Bye!